Katriel, it's finally time to plant our sweet corn. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this day.
Yeah, and you even got some special sweet corn without me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me look at this. Aspire triple sweet.
Triple sweet.
Triple sweet.
We've always ate only sweet before.
Like our family, triple sweet.
This corn can be treated with Roundup. So that means that we won't have to till it all summer.
That's nice.
So I'm thinking maybe we could plant kind of twin row concept. In other words, 2 rows fairly close together, and then we have to leave a space so we can walk through to actually harvest it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was thinking was we could use Hoss here. These wheels are 6 inches apart. We could put 2 rows just like this, 1 row behind each wheel, and then we'll leave a 30-inch strip, and then we'll do 2 more. I'd like to do about half of the garden because even though it's somewhat late, we don't need the whole garden full of sweet corn ready all at the same time.
Yeah, that's a lot of corn.
It's blue.
I'm blue when my grades aren't so good. Was that too corny?
Let's go out to the field.
Yeah,
hopefully
let's.
It's more sane. I suppose that's a deep enough ditch for you, Katriel?
I think so.
I think that's kind of a funny walk.
It is a funny walk.
Hey, easy on my walk.
You know, I've seen some people that like plant stuff like this really fast, and they like throw it in the ground.
You want it 8 inches apart.
Mm-hmm.
At least you can see them when they're blue.
So we could use a planter, but Katriel insists that we plant them with love.
Plants need a few things: water, sunlight. They need some nutrients, micronutrients that like sulfur, a little bit of chloride. But the most important thing that plants need is love.
Yeah, the reason for twin rows is to spread them out a little bit, but to still be able to have them in rows such that you can cultivate them or get between them for other reasons, right?
Hot quiz, Dad. What is the center of domestication and largest producer of corn in the world?
The largest producer, as in a country or a state?
Country.
The USA is the largest producer of corn in the world.
Correct. I'll give you a bonus points if you can name the second largest producer.
For soybeans, I'd guess Brazil. Okay. Brazil.
Correct, Dad. Congratulations.
Center
Second
of
question.
domestication, would that be Mexico?
I would accept anywhere in Central America.
Okay. I didn't do too bad. On the very first row, we didn't really think we got them quite deep enough. My covering mechanism may not have worked real well, so I asked the planters with love to take their finger and poke them down just a little bit as they planted them.
Really just tucking them in.
Tucking them in, is that right?
Making sure they get a good night's sleep before they
Yeah.
rise and shine. She's passing me.
It's not a race, Katriel.
It's a race.
Are you sure you're getting sufficient love on each one?
Yes. Dad, what's your plan of attack for covering up the corn?
Well, I'm just straddling the ditch that you planted them in with the same rig and covering it a little bit. Trying not to go very deep because I don't want to get down there where you actually poked it in. I don't really know if this is a very good plan. Christy keeps thinking I should have put the plow on, but I just felt like that was going to be way too much. And then once I get that done, I'm left with 2 humps there where the seed is, and I'm taking it in the travel position and using the wheels to kind of gently press that down. And the purpose of that is to save the moisture. Just kind of press it down a little bit. Hopefully it'll save some of that moisture.
What you doing here, Dad?
I'm trying to fulfill Christy's wish. She wanted to try to cover the corn with the plows. And I put this spreader bar on to be able to put the plows way out. Now, I don't think the spreader bar is made for the plows. Everywhere you mount the plow, typically there's a little indention that keeps it from turning. So I really don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to tighten them good and tight and see if they'll stay. But they may not work at all. But that is certainly a unique looking rig. And if nothing else, it shows you what flexibility you have with the Hoss. Basically anything you can dream up. Just 1 row left to cover. So I'll put the wheels right in the row where the corn was. Well, Christy,
Ha ha ha, look at there.
I think she said, ha ha ha's. That actually looks like it works pretty well, even if it was Christy's idea.
Yeah, I know.
And the other benefit is you have a ditch right on each side to allow any excess rain to get off of. So I have a feeling we're going to have 4 rows that do mediocre and 1 row that does Christy.
Really well.
I'll still do the pack down thing on the top of it.
It's been a week since we planted the corn and it's already up and looking good. This morning I sprayed animal repellent around the corn. We have a bunny that lives near our house and we don't really want him to eat our corn before it grows big enough to produce sweet corn for us. Tim was right, the first row that we planted, we didn't push the seed down far enough into the ground, so a lot of it didn't come up. Leave us a comment on how you plant your corn with love. We'll keep you updated on how well the corn is growing. Hopefully we'll have sweet corn to eat by the end of August. See you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.